The Georgia GymDawgs have the best floor routine of anybody. They've got a team or a floor group that is the best in the nation. The rankings show it. Now, I'm going to be showing you routines from the Auburn, Georgia meet, not from the quad. I don't think the quad was really something that anybody should care about. Why? Because it was Georgia going against Fisk, Temple, and Central Michigan. While those teams are good for what they aren't Georgia, they aren't Florida, they aren't UCLA, they aren't the top. But Georgia's floor team is the top. Now let me go into this. Kamara Williams, who, by the way, is a 5'1" walk-on freshman, made up her own routine, had a 9.975 against Auburn. Lily Smith, who is a 5'2" junior and they're even going to say this during the thing, she reminds people of Nastia Lukin. All lines. Those legs make her look far taller than she is. She had a 9.975. They tied for the top score when Georgia was beating Auburn. And that's what it was. It was Georgia beating Auburn. In the second highest score, 9.9, Addie Wall, the 5'3" junior. So, in other words, you've still got this floor group going to be there next year. Tied for the third highest score with the 9.875, Aaron Williams, who is a 5'1" senior. Okay, she may not be there next year. Hey, I got to do a shout out to her. She is from Knoxville, Tennessee, Farragut High School. I know that school. She is, gotta love my East Tennessee girls. Now, Nala Aquino, 9.875 as well. She is sophomore, 5 foot tall, just amazing. You heard all that. This is what they scored. It wasn't until 9.85 that you got one of the top gymnasts when it comes to the floor, Sophia Bell, outside of Georgia, and she only scored a 9.875. Now, last year, Nala Aquino was on the 2025 SEC All Freshman team, won the 2025 Sam Sheehan Spirit Award. Aaron Williams, 2025 UGA Gymnast Scholar Athlete Award. Mostly, she's just been doing her grades. That's the sad part about it. You're not hearing, but Addie Wall, 2025 First Team All America Vault, 2025 Co-Team MVP. Lily Smith, 2025 First Team All America Floor, 2025 All SEC Team, 2025 Co-Team MVP, 2024 First Team All America Bars, being second team floor, second team all around, 2024 SEC Freshman of the Year, 2024 All SEC Team, 2024 SEC All Freshman Team, 5-time SEC Freshman of the Week. Kamara Williams, the walk-on. She hasn't even started her career yet. She's already one of the best in the nation. This should tell you how talented this team is. Kamara Williams is the one with the least accolades, and she's one of the two winning the event title for floor. But let's let you see these 5 routines. Now, I don't have Harley Tomlin's 9.85 because it doesn't count because it was the lowest score. So let's get into these routines. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Nealon, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it.
Score the judges give Greaves. 2 more to go on the floor for Georgia, and cannot wait for this. Kamara Williams, the freshman, choreographed her own floor routine. How rare is that?
That is so rare. I couldn't believe it when they told us that she choreographed her own, to be able to just have that capacity to make it up, I mean, and then perform it as well.
Well, we're going back to the 90s here. The Poison.
Huge double layout right here. And absolutely, that's the controlled landing. That's picture perfect textbook that you want to see. The judges are looking at right there. Let's switch side to straddle full right there.
Again, did not join the team officially until mid-December. Knew a bunch of the freshmen, trained in the summer with a couple of the athletes. Trained with Buckeye Training. Stayed in touch with snaps. And how about this pass?
She does a front tuck through to a double tuck. I mean, I can imagine everyone's going to be chanting 10 after this routine for how good that was. Just incredible on the landings, which again is the biggest thing that the judges have their eyes on. She is not giving them a reason for deductions tonight.
Well done from Kamara Williams.
Drop it in to that stick.
Now we'll await that score. We go to the floor. What better way to finish for Georgia than with Lily Smith, who scored a 10, her first 10 on the floor in her career on Friday night.
We touched on this earlier, but this is a different type of routine than what we've been seeing. She is more of a twisting athlete and has such gorgeous lines, so a lot of twisting elements throughout that we'll see here. And she's going to start with a front double full into a front tuck. Beautifully done.
You asked her coach, Coach Seal, who does she remind you of? Oh, nobody special, just Nastia Lukin.
No big deal, just Nastia.
2008 all-around champ.
That she actually does, and the way that she has her gymnastics performs, I mean, the artistry. Truly, she's in a league of her own, just with her elegance that she brings. And watch right here. She's going to do a front 1.5 into a straddle jump. Look at the height and the extension. Her legs just so far above that 180-degree split. I'm thinking we're going to hear some more 10 chants.
But she had a 10 Friday night. How about a double dip?
Can't you do it 2 times in a row? I mean, she's
going off the side and the front. What are the different challenges?
Well, they're just very different dismounts. So some athletes feel like maybe they have more control going off the side versus having to do a little bit more going off the end of the beam. It's really athlete preference.
Addie Wall, as you see, Erin Williams gets that 9.875. That ties the season high for Williams. Addie Wall had a new season high Friday night in that quad meet of a 9.875.
She's going to come out strong with a big E tumbling pass here. She does that full in. She made that look really easy. It's actually a double back with a full twist. Next tumbling pass, a front through to a double tuck. So a lot of power and difficulty that these floor routines have. So that's, again, that risk versus reward we talked about. If you're going to do these big passes, you want that reward to come with it. And Georgia is a perfect example of getting that success from this.
What's the impact, too, of having a large lead going into the last event? Is that something that factors into anything that these athletes do?
Yes and no. I think it's nice to have a large lead, but really you're more focused on your team and staying in your bubble. What can we do? What is our potential, and what are we trying to get out of this event?
Well, Georgia will populate as the judges reach their decisions. Emma Weary. I got Erin Williams doing floor now for Georgia.
She's an athlete that's just really stepped into this lineup strong. I love this routine. She starts off with a round up back handspring double pike. You can see the controlled landing, a tiny lunge back. She does that switch side to straddle full as her leap combo there. Her next pass, a front layout into a front fall. Really fun facial expressions throughout this routine.
How important is that in your routine?
I would say it's more for fun. It just gets you, your teammates hyped up. It's part of that performance aspect of floor exercise. Something unique about this routine, she does do 3 tumbling passes. We don't see that as often now in college gymnastics. So 3, that takes more endurance, more power. You're a little more worn out at the end of this. But not for her. She does a round up back handspring double tuck to end that. That's going to be a really good score for Georgia.
Erin Williams. Former walk-on at UCLA, walked on here last year, came into Auburn as a one-event athlete. Could be an all-around by the end of the year, according to her head coach. Nyla Aquino, the sophomore out of Boston, Mass.
One of my favorite routines to watch because she is such a performer. Big first pass here. She does that double layout we saw earlier, heading into floor. The height and the landing on that is just next level.
Her uncle's a professional dancer, dances off Broadway. You can see it kind of runs in the family.
Front tuck through to double tuck. The height, she almost went off of the screen. That's how high she got.
SEC all-freshman team last year. Turns 20 next month.
And she is just having fun out there, which is what it's all about. That switch half leap to wolf full there. Wow, what?
Now, according to the WCGA, that's where you get these. Georgia is averaging a 49.530. Their highs of 49.6. The number 2 floor team is Alabama with the 49.456. UCLA, who has one of the best floor gymnasts this year with Jordan Childs, is at a 49.305. Alabama's at a 49.356. Now, all around, Georgia is number 6 in the nation. They're at a 197.675. When you look at the individual, Lily Smith is the best. She literally is the best. She's averaging 9.975. Kamara Williams, the freshman, is the 3rd best with the 9.94. You heard that right. Two of the top five gymnasts in America on the floor are at Georgia. That's not even, Georgia Childs is tied for fourth with the 9.93 behind with Bree Clark from Clemson. Second highest is Abby Royer with Southern Connecticut, which kind of surprises me. And then you've got, as you go down, we're going to go down here for just a second here, and you don't see that many more Georgia ladies. Addie Wall is 62nd with the 9.86 as her average, 9.9 as her high. Yeah, that really shows. Harley Tomlin, Harley Tomlin is 73rd in the nation. Aaron Williams is 73rd in the nation. Holly Snyder is 73rd, but she didn't compete this week. Yeah, that really is the situation right now. Two of the top five on the floor, Kamara Williams and Lily Smith, this is showing. It really is. This is showing how strong these teams are. Now, you go to the vault, Hannah Scheibel of Oklahoma is number one. Uneven bars, Chloe LaCourciere, who, by the way, I showed y'all, is first in the uneven bars. Balanced beam is Kaylin Cho and Lily Smith of Georgia. This is how powerful that this is. And let's get into this. The floor, they had a 49.6. In the routines that you saw, they had a 49.6 for their score. That's, Georgia just dominated Auburn. The Georgia GymDawgs floor routine, especially when you've got the two Williams, Aaron and Kamara, you got Addie Wall, Lily Smith, Nala Aquino. Those five are scary together. They aren't even playing around. They really aren't. Seriously, they aren't playing around. You take a look at what Auburn had. Olivia Ahern, who's a good athlete. Olivia Greaves, good athlete. Sophia Bell is supposed to be one of the best. Alex Irvine, Brendan Bartman. This really is a team that you should be paying attention to in every way, shape, and form, because they are going to do great things this year. Just thought I'd show them to you. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, that's my video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And comment. Don't forget that either. Hey, this has been Paul with
Artlist.io.
Redneck Thinker Media. I do sports, I do politics. Hit like, subscribe, and y'all, this has been Paul. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.